It's
Uh-huh.
very similar. So, hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the comic collector geek, and yeah, we're just hanging out. So, I was explaining to Ricky that Maine is very similar to Nova Scotia, Canada. They're basically right next to each other, so very similar. Similar kind of the that small town kind of feel.
Are they super? Are they like super proud in Nova Scotia? Is that like a feature of them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because that's what I've experienced in Maine. Like, it's a thing. Everybody's really proud to be like a Mainer, and they're like, "How long have you been a Mainer?" And like the fact that we just moved here, like we're on the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, you can't like so I was born in Ontario, and I moved to Nova Scotia when I was like three. so so I was always treated as a foreigner.
As
because
you should be.
because yeah. So yeah, but you have to be born there, raised there. That's the only way you can be a true.
Right. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm a New
So,
Hampshireite. I was literally a home birth in Deerfield, New Hampshire. So like there was one point in time when I was the oldest citizen in Deerfield, just because
all right.
I just been alive long enough
Long
to.
enough.
Yeah, because the other old guy like only lived there for like 25 years, and I'm like still here.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, but we moved away hard.
Yeah. Where I live. Yeah. I'm not sure how much. So do you live in Maine now, or are you?
Lewiston, where the shooting was.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard. Yeah, you said
Yeah,
about
when
that. Yeah.
when they showed the when he was on the run and they showed a clip of like they were like his family said he'd be heading to this nightclub. They showed the nightclub from Google Maps and like they
Mhm.
used the high definition one and you could literally see our house and we were like
And you're like raving. Hey, that's
fuck.
we're on
No,
TV. We're on TV.
literally all night long. It was helicopters all night long.
Wow.
All night long because there's a military base nearby and they just lit
Wow.
this place up.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
So
it was
yeah.
wild.
So I'm gonna say hi to people in the chat here.
Yay.
Um, hey K Munin, and hey Matt, and that's it. There's like 10 people watching, but only 2 people saying something. So still have that big claims pile of comics there, Big B.
Yes,
Yes.
I have a short box of Golden Age for you and Seppo to argue over later.
Well, Steppo is not here. So what
He
it
made me
happens?
promise not to. He made me
No,
promise
no,
not to
no. The
dip
way it
into them
works
until he
is
got
the
here.
way it works is by default, I win. So that's just
By
how it
default,
goes.
you get claims first claim on all of them. I get you.
I
Yeah,
get
I
I
get
can
you.
claim all of them. Okay. Hey Gary. So I have actually one book that I just
Sure.
picked up today, which is kind of cool. Do you guys want to see a kind of cool book?
It.
I
What are we
Alan,
in
all the
for?
books are. You always say they're kind of cool, even if it's
Yeah.
like the first appearance of Robin or something. You're like, it's kind of cool.
No, this one's kind of cool. Okay, it's not like super cool. It's kind of cool. Okay.
Your books are really cool.
Okay, this one
Don't
I'm not
sell
even sure
yourself
if I can.
short.
I can't really show all of it, but I can show you a little bit of it. Okay.
Matt says any books not claimed will be eaten by Matter Eater Lad.
Okay. So, do you guys know who this is?
Oh, that's a human woman.
A
It is a
human woman.
blonde chick in a negligee.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was a
So
little more
this
PC about it, but
yeah, this is a character created by Norman Pete. And basically, it was a really, I guess, hugely popular character in England and in Australia, but not so much in North America. So, but really popular. They actually created several movies about this character, and her name was Jane. And basically, her whole trope, I guess, or whole stick was that she would kind of get into these really like convoluted stories, like smuggling diamonds into the United Kingdom or something like that, or something crazy. And but in the whole process of that, for some reason, people would step on her clothes, or something would happen where her clothes would always get ripped off. and that was that was the whole story.
I hate it when that happens. Happens to me all the
It was
time.
like so it was created by an artist named Norman Pete. That's what he looks like there, and he that's him drawing her. And and this actually includes like kind of, I'm not sure how much I can show, but just like it's like pinups and kind of sexy things of her. But she was a very popular. She would be in the Daily Wire, I believe. It's just like
And what was her name again?
Jane.
Jade. Okay.
Jane.
Jane.
Yeah. So
Got it.
Every time I try to smuggle diamonds, my tits fall out. Every time.
Exactly.
Every
It happened
time.
to me too. It's really frustrating. You're trying to smuggle the diamonds and your boobs fall out.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Hey, Munin is wondering what inspired you to buy that book.
So
Boobs.
what happened was, I don't know why, somebody asked me a question on one of my Wednesday shows about a movie called Jane and like something like Lost Jungle or something like that, or Lost City, Jane and the Lost City. And he was like, oh, is it the same character as some like Golden Age character? Or what was her first appearance? I'm like, I don't even know what that movie is. And so I looked up, ended up watching that movie, which was in the 80s. And then there was like a 40s movie that was equally bad. They were both bad movies. Not the best movies. Like, really, I described the synopsis of every movie or every comic strip of hers. Basically, some weird convoluted story. Like she has to fight the Nazis or something like that. And for some reason, she falls out of her clothes. I don't know why. It's just what happens.
It's a common thing that happens. Just like your clothes fall off,
Yeah, but somehow she manages to defeat the Nazis in the process of her clothes falling off. So that's
well, they were distracted,
Yes, exactly. So and they would get some treasures and different fun things would happen, right? And so I basically researched her. I'm one of those guys who, once I find a character that I think is kind of quirky and fun, I will try to get their first appearance. I'll try to get everything. Yep. So this is the one book that I found, and these are incredibly rare, like insanely rare. These little pinup books that this Norman Pete created. And originally he used his wife as the model for the character, which is kind of funny. And then later on, he got a professional model. She was actually, the weird thing is the model that he chose was like in her 30s. He chose an older woman, but he just made her look really young. And she had a really good body though. She was in good shape. She's actually in this, like I can kind of show you what she looked like. One sec here.
You got all kinds of great comments in the chat.
Okay, so one sec here. This is her. She's like totally naked in this, so I have to try to show it.
Hey, there she is.
Yeah, so but it's really interesting. I just such a quirky thing, and if you watch the movies, like they're really bad. It's really bad.
Bad, but oh so good, right?
but it's sort of funny. Like she doesn't get like naked in the movies at all, just in the strips. I don't know why, but that's
you were hoping, right?
Yeah. But if you actually search Norman Pete, you can watch YouTube videos where he actually shows him drawing her, the model. And it's really quite interesting actually. So yeah, that's the book that arrived in the mail today. Actually, it was in like a really thin mailer and they just dumped it on my porch. It was sitting there all day. I was like,
plain brown wrapper, huh?
Yeah. I was like, that's and it
not
came from
porn.
And it came from England.
It.
It came all the way from England, and then they send it in the worst way. So yeah, So that was my story. But
you got more people, more new folks in the chat to say hi to.
Okay, so let me say hi, Derek. Actually, they actually say that Jane inspired like characters like Sally the Sleuth and a whole bunch of these kind of characters from
a whole bunch of other characters you've never heard of.
Well, Sally Sleuth's awesome. I love that character. So I see, K-Munin agrees. See, It sounds like anime. Yeah, so
Ricky's the anime connoisseur. He could tell us.
it could
I'm
be,
not.
you know, it could
I
be.
do like anime. There's a bunch of clothes themed anime. Like Kill la Kill is a clothes themed anime where all clothing on Earth is aliens that were sold to us by clothing companies, and that's how they're going to take over the planet. And so the main resistance force calls themselves Nudist Beach, and they fight the aliens. Dude, it's sick. It's sick. And the clothing that the main girl wears, Ryuko Matoi, she wears
Happy
an
belated
outfit
birthday.
that gives her like
Thank you.
Power Ranger powers. Kill
That's
la
cool.
Kill. It's sick.
Kill la Kill. I've seen bits of it. What was the one that I just watched recently? Undead Unluck is the one I just
Oh, I
watched.
haven't seen that one.
It's really good, actually, quite interesting. A little bit gruesome, like, you
I
know,
love it.
the guy basically has like the power to infinitely regenerate. So imagine, okay, like this is the cool thing he can do. If you can imagine yourself being infinitely able to regenerate, so you can regenerate your body parts at will. So what he can do is actually chop off his fingers and use them as bullets because he can shoot them out, like because they regenerate so fast they act like projectiles. And he can chop off his feet, which is a horrible thing to do, but then he can squirt out blood from his legs, regenerating the blood as rockets.
See, that I was thinking the same thing with sperm. Immediately, that's where my head went.
Well, yeah, that would be a little bit different.
It's like I
It's a
mastered
weird
the circle.
but actually, yeah, Undead Unluck is really quite new. It's actually really good. It's on Disney Plus of all places.
What?
It's like really over the top in terms of gore, but it's actually a pretty interesting story. And though it only has one season, you can sense that it's going to go to a much more complicated story.
You hope, because these things anime gets turned over and canceled so quick.
I know, but it has a lot of potential. It's a really good story. So yeah, it's that one I was watching. That was the last thing I was watching. But yeah, do you
Matt
watch?
says you're missing out on strippers versus werewolves on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon has strippers versus werewolves.
Alan's gonna cancel the stream. He's off.
Sorry, I gotta go, guys.
I'm out. Gotta go watch it.
Yeah.
I saw strippers versus zombies before, but not strippers versus werewolves. So,
which is where we got Zombie Tramp, right?
It's kind of like, yeah. So, yeah, I love those B movies. I'm not sure about you guys. Which?
Oh yeah.
We do a lot of horror, and we do all the Academy stuff too. Like we're very highbrow when it comes to like, what did we see in the Academy this year? Like we do the list every year, and then like wild horror. I want to see the weird stuff.
Yeah. I hopefully Disney never gets creative control over any anime series.
Well, technically, they own that X-Men anime cartoon. That was like it was a movie.
Oh, that's not so good.
And then the Japanese, you should look it up if you're a fan of comic books on YouTube. You can look up the Japanese version of our X-Men, the X-Men animated show, had an absolutely sick alternate intro in Japan, and it was all anime, and it's sick. It's like 30 seconds of what X-Men could have been in the 90s.
Yeah, I think I seen that one.
Check that out.
Yeah, it's just the intro to our show, but it's really cool.
Okay. Oh, Steven is joining us.
Oh,
gentlemen.
So you missed it, Steven. Bigby went through all the books.
And you got them all.
He said,
I'm really glad that you got them, Alan. I think it's important that you have them. You need more books. You don't have enough books.
But
I'm worried about you.
We're worried about
how many books about you.
Don't worry. I did make sure that he kept the Turok for you.
Thank you. I was going to ask you, and I don't want that old Turok. I want the new Turok.
It's the gold foil one. So
gold foil, premium.
So I told him that all the good girl stuff. I know that you don't like that.
I'm tired of it.
Don't even show it to you. Don't even show it to you. So yeah. Oh, Swagglehouse is here. Hey, Swagglehouse. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
So yeah.
Hey.
So yeah.
Oh,
So,
shut up. Why do you do this to me? It's rude.
Because
I'm gonna-
I
should
like
I
you
show mine
and I
too?
want you to see what it's supposed to look like.
Oh,
It's not as
God.
nice as mine. Wait, Steven. It's not as nice as mine. Mine's got a purple label.
Let's all hold ours up. Oh wait, I don't have one. Okay, Ricky,
I
it's
better
split. We
not
don't
hold
have
mine
one.
up. Not now.
Oh,
I'll hold the
so
comic
good.
instead.
My maximum, I'll
Oh.
get like I'll get a 4.0. That's my goal. But like, I don't need
I
to
looked-
sync all
Yeah.
Ricky, I
I
looked
saw
a
him
long
showing that
time
on
for
Mod's
this.
channel. That was a beautiful book. That's just actually I got to hold it when I was over at your house the other day, right?
Yep. And you'll see it tomorrow.
I will.
Do you know,
I'll drool
Ricky,
all over it.
I had seen these 247s a lot of times, and almost without exception, they were always just absolutely loved to death. They survived, but they survived having been loved and loved and loved and loved. And it took the longest time for me. It's just a few years ago when this came into my LCS, and whatever I was doing, whatever I was chasing, stopped. And I said, "Oh, I gotta have that," because it basically is. It's the Legion of Superheroes was absolutely number one with me. 1960, when my parents we moved up to our other house, our newer house, and all the kids in the neighborhood collected Adventure and Legion of Superheroes. Not a one of them had this book. They didn't even know about this book. I didn't. I started, issue 300 of Adventure was the hardest one to get, to try and get. And then you would basically, however far back you could try, because old bookstores and old comic stores are really not around that much here in Portland, Oregon. So as a result, then years later, and I've seen comics, I've seen lesser graded ones that were extremely expensive, but I just couldn't. I wanted to get one that would present really well. And this one, the colors on this, the floor that he's standing on, I mean, the orange and the yellow, the gold, and then the really bright yellow, it really is. And you guys will notice that on the right edge, that is sort of a very, very faint kind of little bit darker hue to it. That is because of the printing method that was used, whatever chemicals were used. Action Comics number 252 is very much the same way. Almost every copy you will find of that book and this book will have that slight edge discoloration. Whatever paper they used, whatever chemicals that they were using in the printing process, for whatever reason, basically almost all of them have that. It's just part of how the book is. It's like Batman number 3. The spine area has a white strip on it, like from a 1/16 of an inch to an 1/8 of an inch. I think maybe I've seen one out of all the Bat 3s I've ever seen has that white stripe. It was just the way they were printed, because they weren't printing Gutenberg Bibles. They were printing funny books at a dime, and they didn't give two hoops and a holler whether the book was absolutely perfect. They were there to do a job. They turned the machine on and let her buck. But to have these survive, to have these be able to survive this well, it's just, for this particular book, it's really been a challenge to finally get it. And the back it says that your prize is ready.
It's good to know my price is ready.
I don't know, are we selling zinnia seeds or American Seed Company? So you're going to go and harass all of your neighbors to buy zinnias or daisies or something, so that you can get funny books and cuckoo clocks and wristwatches. It doesn't have a 22 though. It has I'd love to be able to find these kids, if any of those of them are around. The kids
you could have just stopped it.
They're
kids.
probably all really old right now.
How many ended up,
They're still alive.
in prison or what? Whatever happened to the prize winners of
Fortune 500 company owners or in prison.
plumbers.
They're all just clipped missing posters. They're all just
that's what I was thinking. They're the
Milk,
same
back to the
pictures
milk
that they use
carton.
on the milk. Yeah, I was thinking the milk ones too.
Now, Steppo, do you have an Adventure 210?
There you go. Adventure 210 is which?
Crypto.
I do not. Alan does though. I think
I
Alan
do,
has first
yeah.
crypto.
What-
I've
what's
looked
your-
at those. I've looked at. I have that. Yeah. I've looked at that first crypto. I've only had a couple of shots at one, and they were all very low grade, and they
Yeah.
were very, very expensive. I like the cartoony crypto too, and I
Yes.
showed you that picture that I had that Carl Kiesel did with Power Girl. You know, as crypto, and I sent you that one, but you already had it. That one book that you had.
I have anytime crypto's on a cover, I'm grabbing it. I'm every single time.
Do you have the first Bizarro crypto?
Yep, I have the first Bizarro crypto. My favorite one though is the one that I showed you when you did your first interview with me, Alan. It was the Crypto and Superboy are saving the people from the fire, and Crypto's got the box full of puppies.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
great
awesome.
cover.
Yeah,
That's my
awesome.
that's
That
that's
is
one
a
of my
great
favorites.
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
got that
good
for
one.
$2 on Mercari.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I don't understand those sites. I honestly don't. I probably cost.
So largely no. So all Mercari does is you can sell whatever you want on our site, and we're going to take a cut. That's how they function. And you can buy it now, but every single item listed has the ability for you to shoot them an offer. And so when you're a seller, you can set the parameters and say, like, I won't accept offers less than 15%. But some people say I'll go all the way to the floor. And so you can offer whatever you want for whatever you want. And so I've found so many Golden Age books, because what you end up having is, like, a lot of people on Mercari are people that own thrift stores, and they don't want to do eBay because they got jilted, and Mercari actually cares about their sellers.
Mhm.
So what happens is you have people with thrift stores saying, some guy came in and brought this book, $60. I don't care. And then you just, if you're there and you're on it, you can just grab it and they'll send it to you. I got
Are
the
these
first.
Are these live auctions or what?
No, it's 100%. It's like an eBay store. And so, like, I got, the first appearance of Eclipso.
Yeah.
Yes,
4.0, $50.
Nice.
that's a deal.
I'm saying, I get stuff like that. First Beast Boy, in like a 6.0, $70.
Well, that's an expensive book, actually.
I'm saying, like, people sleep on Mercari, and, like, I don't know why. I think people think it's that one, like, AliExpress or something. It's not. It's a private seller site, and you can just find wild. I got the entire run of Aliens. So, like, the first 6 Alien books in first print, and then literally the next 20, like, groups. You know how there's, like, Labyrinth and, like, there's different, like, 4-issue sets. I got all of Aliens all the way up to, like, the 20th set. Literally, it was like a short box for $30. Mercari is
amazing.
wild. Mercari
is it a
wild.
site where you can search very easily?
Yeah. No. So what you can do is, your main page on Mercari is your search feature, that your saved searches. So what I do is I have first appearance FIRST, first appearance 1ST, Golden Age, Silver Age, DC Comics, and you find them so cheap. Nobody listens to me.
Right. Steven, you want to show that again?
Well, I just wanted to. I just did show it at Mons, but I just got this in the mail. But I just am struck by this Shelley Moldoff cover.
Yeah, it looks really nice condition.
I mean, and they call it a 5. Somebody, and it's a brand new slab because it's got that rib up here, you know. So someone else got shanked by harsh grading.
I actually think that people should buy up the new slab ones, because what's going to happen? I just have this weird feeling that right now they're overgrading everything.
They're undergrading everything. They're too stringent.
Yeah. Overly harsh. I meant
yes, they are.
Harsh. And what'll happen is people will actually look for those, like, that current version of the slab, and say, okay, there's potential to get a 6.0 or 7.0 from that. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful book, though, Stephen.
You can really see the silver.
Isn't that amazing? I love this cover for that. I'm not doing this to taunt you, Alan. Honest. I'm just amazed by how they could get that 5th color, that silver metallic. It's like a scratch it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that. I just think it's amazing. Fawcett did that. DC never did. Neither did Marvel or Timely. They didn't do anything like that.
So did you show the Bullet Man? Did you show the Bullet Man on Mons as well?
I showed a lot of stuff. If you watch We took time. I talked some history, and I soapboxed a little bit where appropriate.
Yeah, I saw
Uh,
that.
the flag on your cap, is that for your state seal,
Yeah,
Rick?
Rick.
Yeah. That's they were asking me before the show started. That's sorry, I'm still a little high. That's it's just a green tree and a star. That's the original Maine flag.
Live free or die.
No, that's New Hampshire.
What is Maine? Remember the Maine?
Meth until you die.
God.
It's really
One
close.
for the ages. One for the ages. Yeah.
It's really they were really way ahead of their time in the 1800s. They're like, meth is going to be a thing. Trust me. Invest now. Okay, so not a comic book.
Okay,
but,
I'll make you big. You get to show some stuff here.
Not a comic book, but I'm doing a trade tomorrow with Still Only 35 Cents. David from Still Only 35 Cents, amazing channel. And I'm trading away my House of Secrets 92 in a 4/5, and then some other books he doesn't know about yet, because my man is hooking me up with like a beautiful collection of Judge Dredd. And
nice.
Alan knows how hard that book is to find in high grade.
Yeah, almost impossible.
Yo, you got to see the picture he sent me of the one that I'm getting. And he said, like, I'm getting another one, so you might get an upgrade by the time I send it out, because he's coming to the States.
Ask if he has extra stickers for the extra tattoos for the
he'll sell them to you, I'm sure. Here, I'm gonna download the photo and show it to you. Dude, the colors on this, Jesus wept.
He was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he was.
I just need the tattoos.
Yeah, you do.
If he's still here.
Okay. Look at that. Look at the color. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to get it. Come on, camera. You can do this. I know you can.
It's not quite working.
No.
It looks really faded out. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. That's nice right there.
Look at those colors.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. He said there's one small tear right there. But everything's still attached. It's all complete. The only thing I didn't care about is I didn't care about getting the stickers. I don't care. I'm the guy that will buy the Marvel value less copy because it'll save me like 70%. I don't care. So it's not coming with the stickers, but it's Dredd. It's Dredd. So I've been obsessed with Dredd lately. I watched the Sylvester Stallone movie yesterday. I bought the Blu-rays of both movies.
I actually liked the Sylvester Stallone one. I thought it was fun.
It was fun, and the Carl Urban one was dope. But so I was like, I want to like get a bunch of Dredd stuff, right? So issue 2, of course, volume 2 came in before volume 1, but I'm gonna have the books, so I don't care. But I think this will be fun for a reader. Beautiful Brian Boland art. Oddly enough, if you see volume 3 of the Complete Case Files, it's a ghost, and you should buy it so you can resell it to idiots like me, because volume 3 is the stories with Judge Death, and they're super popular, and then they just get eaten up. So 3 is
what vintage is that, Ricky?
Oh, that's
not the anthology, but the story. I mean, the run.
Oh,
70s?
I want to say like 72, but let's see.
Yeah, some 70s.
I
think 76. I thought for some reason.
Let's see. 77 Star Wars was the first issue, and 77 was the second. So yeah, so I'll remember that from now on. Star Wars.
Okay, so 77. I thought it was like 76, but okay.
Look at that. I found someone who did a novel called Judge Dredd Year 1.
Oh wow.
I couldn't find any others like it, but apparently they wrote a Judge Dredd novel. So I'm gonna read that.
So what inspired the frenzy for Judge Dredd?
I'm on like a 4-month bender of really rare, hard to find synonyms, indie books. I'm really into indie books right now. And so like in my heart, years ago, when I got back into comics, I set a goal for myself of and I want to ask this for the group. This will be fun. I want to ask this in the chat too. This will be fun. What is your Mount Rushmore of indie characters? Pick your 4. And so my 4 are 2 boys, 2 girls. Vampirella, Hellboy, Judge Dredd, Lady Death. That is, to me, who represents all of indie books. That was the presidents of indie books. I've had a friend of mine give a really cool answer. He said all 4 turtles. That was totally acceptable. So I'd be interested in hearing like what is your Mount Rushmore of indie characters? Whatever 4 you're thinking of is your answer.
To me, those are much later. So I always think of the indie books as being like Cerebus and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's
you
later.
know,
I mean, that's later. That's 80s. Cerebus
yeah,
too,
that's
right?
80s. I know Cerebus is 70s.
70. He's got to be like late to like 79 or some shit.
I think he's like 78. It's
I mean, you
somewhere.
could go underground and stuff with like Freak Brothers and stuff, but I mean, stuff that we've
Yeah,
read.
I mean something like Zap
77,
1.
same year. Star Wars, baby. Just remember Star Wars. 77.
Star
Aardvark.
Wars. Okay, so cool. So Zap would be another big indie book, right? So that's kind of like you know, that kind of pinnacle one, right? I don't know, like when
Well, the first two, Vampirella and Hellboy, I'm with you on that. I have a
I don't,
complete
but I don't
Hellboy
see
run of
Vampirella as
Hellboy.
indie. I never thought of Vampirella as indie because it was part of Warren, and Warren's like very, like it was fairly mainstream publication.
Very much. It's sort of like with early Dark Horse. I have Boris the Bear and Dark Horse Presents. And when they first started, they were considered an indie. And I really do like Concrete as well.
I just got.
And I also like Trekker. I really do like Trekker. I like Ghost, the Dark Horse Ghost.
See, I would count the Crow.
Crow.
But I'm not sure.
Linsner, of course. Dawn. I mean, I'm
Dawn.
You know me and Linsner. I've got. Incidentally, Ricky, I've got him. I have Joe is making
Zombie Tramp is indie. Yes.
Zombie Tramp.
No,
Yeah.
Zombie Tramp cannot come.
Concrete.
Zombie Tramp is considered to be the pinnacle of greatness. So yeah.
I'm gonna say The Crow, Hellboy, Invincible, and Rick Grimes from Walking Dead.
Yeah. So I would say Invincible and Walking Dead. I can't count those as being indie. I just, they're just too, like, because it's part of Image, and Image is just too big of a company. So I would go
They're
things
not
like
Marvel and DC. I mean, what's your definition of indie? I mean, indie is
I think of
anything
indie
that's
as
not
like,
Marvel and DC to me.
I
But
think of indie as being independent publishers. So people who are
beautiful.
Oh
nice.
yeah, those are nice. Very wait.
Oh yeah.
I'm too big here.
And then I went on eBay, and as if God directed it himself, the cheapest slabbed copy of Dead World #10, the first advertisement of Crow, was $100 in an 8.0, and it's coming in tomorrow. So triple eights across the board for Crow.
there you go.
That is really sweet. Well done.
That's a really, really hard book to get in an 8.0.
You got to show the back of that Caliber Presents.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's awesome.
But yeah, my Dead World.
Well, that looks like Bleak.
So you're actually getting. I saw the one that you're getting for the Dead World. I actually have the other variant of it.
Yeah, there's that other one with like a kind of creepier zombie. I like the one with the glasses. I don't like the creepy zombie one.
I actually like the one you're getting better too. Yeah, it's a cool one. He's
I don't
got
have
the
any
top
Crow.
hat.
I don't have any Crow in my collection.
Crow's pretty cool.
I have Grendel. I like Grendel too.
I love Grendel.
Grendel was a good example of indie. That's a good example.
That one that I didn't grab, that's Tank Girl.
So do you have Deadline? You have Deadline,
Girl.
right?
Yeah, that's Deadline 1 and 2. I like the two covers, so I swap them around. I only display 3 books at a time because I have a ton of hobbies, and if I just did comics, my room would be wild.
Rocketeer would be a good.
Rocketeer, that's a good one.
Rocketeer too. That's a good call.
Rocketeer's a good one.
I like Mage. Mage was a great one.
Yeah, if you go Dave Stevens, the Rocketeer definitely. Pacific Presents, that's indie for sure.
Yeah. So whenever I think of indie, I think of like a really small publisher, less than 1% market share, for example. So
see,
like,
I think not Marvel, DC, or Image.
That's why.
Image can be indie depending on the age. Like early Image in smaller print stuff can be indie, but like.
But when they printed Spawn, they printed like a million of them.
That's
so
right,
but
that's different. When they printed Walking Dead and Invincible, they were hardly printing any books at all.
The Tick is a good example of indie for me. Like that's indie. Like those small, like London, that's London Studios, I think it is.
I have
New England Press.
I have a couple of Tick
London
action figures from the day. One of them, and I had to pay up for it, is the Mad Cow.
Oh yes,
I have the Mad Cow on a card. I have some. I have those Kenner superpowers ones that they came out with. My boys couldn't understand it. I bought them Masters of the Universe and the Turtles, and they'd have these huge brawls with them. You know, and of course, you know, but when I would buy these, I left. You know, of course, I had them mint on the card, and they said, "Are you going to break Superman out and play? We'll have a battle." I said, "No, I'm not breaking these out. I'm keeping them in the package." They go, "What's the point?" And of course, I agreed with them too. I said, well, you're absolutely right. But so I had some loose ones that basically became victims to the Masters of the Universe and the Turtles.
Yeah.
I actually have Usagi right here.
Oh yeah. So, but did you collect many comics during the 80s, like when they were on the newsstands, or were you collecting silver and golden at that time?
In the 80s, I was collecting Silver Age predominantly. I didn't collect a lot. I collected silver. But for example, my LCS was Dark Horse Comics, but it was called Pegasus Comics back then, Pegasus Books. And my buddy Pat Richardson, who was Mike's brother, ran the store. And then, of course, they went away from Pegasus to Things from Another World, which I think is ridiculous. I think they were much better off. They would have left it at Pegasus. But Pat would get in the Beaverton store, would just get in amazing stuff, a lot. I bought my run of GI Combat. I walked in one day and he had this box he's riffling through. And I said, "What do you got?" He says, "Well, the guy just came in with basically from 82 or 83 of GI Combat. Is 87 is the first Haunted Tank, all the way to the end, all the way, every issue." Wow. And I said, "My gosh," he says, "Yeah, I'm just counting them right now." I said, "Well, how much are they?" He says, "Well, I haven't really priced them." I said, "No, I mean, how much for the whole box?" I'll take the whole set. I love GI Combat. I love the Haunted Tank. So he thought a minute. He looked at it. He said, $600. I said, "Okay." So that's what I bought my complete run of GI Combat for $600. I love the stories.
And they were all high grade.
Kanigher is a one-horse, one-trick pony, but it's a good trick. And Kanigher wrote really, really good stories for Kubert's art and Russ Heath and what have you. It was really good. He's a very good writer. He did a lot of that. He was the war book writer pretty much that they had there, but he was good. He cranked it out. Nice. Anyway, that's not indie. And if it's not Marvel or DC, does that mean that Dell and Disney are indies then, because they're not Marvel or DC?
No way. No, that's my point.
No,
Classics Illustrated.
There's definition indie is smaller publishers.
There's
I know. I'm
indie, and then what Alan's describing is underground.
Right.
I would say there's
underground are sort of different. I know indie's more like later,
indies it is a company and they're trying to make money, but they're just not making a lot. Underground is like the passion of like, I made 200 books and I'm handing them out to my friends and family.
True.
Yeah, that's true. I actually think of indie as being more like things like Love and Rockets or
Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim
is a good example. Yeah.
Steppo's got a book that was only printed 200. That's an indie book that's become a mainstream.
The Savage Dragon one. I'm still trying to find that.
Only 200 of this bad boy. The first Savage Dragon, but they call it the Dragon.
Yeah. Graphic.
That's a green label. You should probably just give that to me.
They're all green label. They're all green label.
They're all green label because all three creators signed the back cover. This is number 23 out of 200. And the highest grade you can get is 9.6 because they signed the back cover. Otherwise, it was a 9.8.
I mean, those signatures could be anybody. You should probably just give it to me.
Actually, they actually say here, they don't even give you the name. They don't even give. They say three names, blah blah blah, and 23 out of 200 written on back cover in pen.
Ricky,
it was written in the back with ink pen.
mean, it's a great book. I'd love to get a copy
This
of that. I mean,
this is you know, and when it came into Chris and I Like Comics, it came in, and I go, "What is that?" And he says, "Do you? This is the first Savage Dragon." And I said, "Well, is it rare?" He says, "Only 200." And he says, "I don't even know how I got it, but I got it and came back a 9.6." I said, "Sold."
yeah,
The
nice.
the rarest book I own is 5 times more common than that book. They printed 1,000. That's so much rarer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Savage Dragon's been around. He's vying with Spawn, isn't he, to try it, or Grendel? I mean,
Nope.
Gru, or whatever it is,
yes.
for who's the longest, Spawn, or whatever. Who's the longest?
It was Cerebus, wasn't it?
Hey, Big.
Hey, big.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Big Check.
Yeah, I wanted to stop by and give you some good news I got today, Alan and Steppo and everybody.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. So I've been selling my mystery boxes, right?
Mhm.
And Doc bought one, and then he bought 2 more, and he wants me to do a $100 giveaway. So the next collector club, I'm gonna be giving away 2 slabs.
Oh, wait. I'll make you big. Wait, you can show it.
Okay. Yeah, I just won these from Cali. So it's a 9.8 Kill Squad
Yes.
number 1. And then I got Peach Momoko 9.8. So we'll be giving away those, maybe some more stuff on Friday. And I just want to let you know, I sold my LB Cole Dracula one because I thought he deserved it.
Oh, wow.
That's all I got.
That's
all
good.
So,
Yeah, we'll be doing some slab giveaways.
How close are you to your goal?
Oh yeah, I'm at like 700, bro.
All right, that's like halfway, maybe.
Yeah, about halfway, man.
Not too bad.
You're
Good
making
for
your
you.
drive to get a 181, a Hulk 181.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the
I think
grade you're going for?
Hopefully around a 2 or 3. Probably whatever I can get for about 12 to 1500. That's what I'm thinking about getting.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah.
I really think
But
you should do the payment plan on some book. Like, find a person that's willing to do the payment plan, and then it makes it just so much easier.
I just saw on Instagram today someone was selling a 4.0 for 1,500.
Damn.
That's a pretty good price.
No, I'm telling you, a lot of these X books are sinking, man. They're going down. They're going down. Like, we know the movie's coming, and they're still not hot stepping it.
eBay seems to still be high. There's another internet place that not short box. Anyways, Bleecker was telling me there was another place where you can get some pretty good grades for like 1,600 and 1,500. So there's good options out there. It's not a book I'm racing after. Like, I know there'll be
it's a book that's always
copies.
going to be there. It's always going to be there. If you want to buy it and have the money, you can always get it. It's not like certain ones that you have to jump when you see it because you'll never see it again.
Yeah, popular,
No,
not rare.
I've never felt more comfortable going after a book than Hulk 181. It's the most slab book in the history of CGC. So
yeah, 17,000.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
the number 1 slabbed book is ASM 300.
I don't doubt that.
no, we did this. It's 181.
No. Look it up. Look up the census.
Last time I looked it up, I'm pretty sure it was 181.
It's like
we'll
35,000 or something crazy for.
I'm popping on Go Collect right now.
Yeah, let's figure this out right now, Alan. Alan versus Biggie. Who is right?
Okay,
right.
we're
Who y'all
doing
want to
Price
bet
is
on?
Right rules.
Who do y'all want to bet on? Me or Alan?
Closest number without going over.
Who you betting on, Steppo? Me or Alan?
We're not even saying
I'm
numbers. We're just
betting
gonna
on
say.
both of you because you're both good guys. That's what I'm betting.
Oh, come on.
But
Alan, you are not correct.
Oh, you should have went with me,
Hey,
Steppo.
Big, you got him.
It might be actually more than that. I know it's above 35,000.
So no, it's not.
Yeah.
Not even close. It's
not even close.
It's under 15,000, and it's 17,000 for. Because I'm doing all that. I'm doing everything. I'm doing the numbers across. Well, hold on. I'm doing the numbers across the like there's only 2,138 of the newsstand. There's 60 of the facsimile edition. There's 12,939 of the non-newsstand. And then the facsimile foil is 127. So if you even take in the fake ones, you're not even close to Hulk's 17,000.
So I'll be on collector.
300.
ASM 300. All versions.
Yeah, man, it's okay, Alan. It's all right to be wrong. I got to get out of here. It's noisy at my house. All right, hang out. But double slab giveaway collector club, boys. I'll see y'all.
Nice.
Looking forward to our
Mutants
match
98.
on Ricky's channel too, buddy.
I will.
Check New Mutants 98.
I will. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm here.
I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sure glad you put a
so
lot of
I
money
was
on
a
that.
show-
That's
just
really
so you know,
sad.
just so you know, I had a bit of a thing on that one because I was on a show with what's it called? Keston, and with Alex the Comic Hoarder, and when they did the number for the census count for ASM 300, they said it was 35,000.
No,
They
I
lied
mean, not
to you.
according to Go Collect. And Go Collect, even New Mutants 98 beat Spider-Man 300.
How many?
'Cause
Does
it's-
I
that
thought Spawn ~1 had a whole bunch.
does,
Okay,
but
so
not
so
that
far, I'm just to keep track. So far, the record is in my estimation, the record is Hulk 181 with it's like 17,500. It's an absurd amount.
There's one that has like 35,000.
And then Spawn 1.
What is Spawn 1?
I'm looking right now, pulling it up. 11,940. Okay, so
Yeah.
there seems to be a pantheon of 12,000 copy CGC books that are really heavy. So Spawn 1, New Mutants 98 is above 12,000, but 12,000 seems to be this floor threshold. And then the one that soars above it is 181.
Are you
at
checking
17.
this on Go Collect? Or are you checking this
Yeah,
on
Go Collect. I'm on Go Collect.
And they only
And that Go Collect counts all grades, all platforms. So
yeah,
this is
and they'll have even dupes in there because people get regraded, right?
yeah. So even if we could, I mean, that would count against those bigger books because it's more likely, I think, that you'd probably want to go regrade Hulk 181 several dozen times to get it right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if we're gonna count the number that we can't count, then I would say it would hurt those larger books.
I'm
The
gonna
books
find
that
out.
cannot
I'll
be
find out.
counted. We must not count them.
We must not count them.
I'm positive
It's a list of unreported crimes.
I'm positive it was ASM 300.
Redacted.
Yeah, ASM 300 doesn't even break 15K.
And
that's
Brian,
if you count everything.
I heard a rumor you had some books that we were going to argue over. Were we going to argue?
I do have some books that you guys are going to argue over.
Is it arguing when you're gonna just say that you're shipping me? You're shipping me that book, Big Me?
The first Goon.
Just give it to me. What are we doing here?
Are you keeping that? Actually, are you selling the first Goon?
We're talking about doing a trade. He's got a few books that I'm interested in.
We both want this.
I don't actually. I already have it, so I don't care.
Of course, you already have it, Alan.
I had it before any of you guys did, so there.
Oh my god!
I just think it's.
We have an 8.0.
Mine's probably like a 9.8 because it's.
Well, yours is raw.
It's the 9.8 all the way.
It's a 9.8.
And it's got to be a 9.9 if it's raw.
Yeah, if you measure from the balls.
Yeah. So I don't know what grade it is actually, but if it's
9.9.
press, if it's a press, it's a 10 probably.
Did you see? Mon go through the torments of the damned with PGX on that book that he cracked?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
He got
actually commented
murdered.
on that one.
It was a drive-by killing.
That made
So-
PGX look really bad.
So that was like a married cover, and then it was like detached married cover, obviously.
Yeah.
It was PGX. Don't waste your time. Even
Right.
if they did a good job, they're no good. They're just no good.
I'm really surprised that they were that bad. I mean,
That's not the
crazy.
first I've heard of it. There's a lot of other things I've heard too that I've verified. It's no bueno.
Hmm.
All right. You
Has
guys ready?
anyone ever tried EGX or EGS or whatever? It is?
I'm stuck with CGC because CBCS has been having problems. When Borak had
CGC is having
CBCS, I had
problems
some
too.
books slabbed, and I have no problem with them because Steve was there, but he left. And I just go to CGC and cut to the chase. Not that I'm a big fan, but I understand where the money is. And if you're going to slab for money, which is why you do it, plus protection, but all things being equal, you go CGC, and that's it.
The only thing I'm still annoyed by CGC's pricing. I just don't.
Alan,
like
when have you sent a book into CGC?
Oh well, I sent in a bunch through my LCS that one time.
How many?
That one
Did you
time.
send, how many did you send to CGC?
I think it was like about 20.
And this was 1982.
No, remember, like I told you, it took me 2 years to get them back.
Oh God, that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't happy with it. I was like really annoyed. So yeah, but they
I
did
see
give me.
I see the pulps coming out now. I see guys posting, holding the pulps from the first blush, where they're showing one guy had the Bat Lady. I think it was a 4 or 5 that he had.
Yeah.
I saw that he had like about 8 or 9 of them that he posted one at a time with the same prose underneath. But so it begins. It's sort of like in the war. So it begins. So it begins with slabbing pulps. It's the worm is turned, and they are going to be. That's what I heard. Except if you have a book that's valuable,
Yeah,
then they put the screws to you on a percentage basis. And I don't like that.
They put no limit. That's
well, no, it incentivizes them to give a book a higher grade so they can take a higher cut. So the integrity is gone in that system.
Yeah, see, look. ASM 300, 35,000 total copies graded. Hulk 181, 17,000 copies graded. I was right.
Cite your sources. I want to look it up. I want to see it. If I'm looking at the wrong numbers,
that's why I was like really confused. I thought I knew the number, which was around 35,000, which is what they said. It's probably a few more cents.
Ricky, do you have GPA?
Huh?
Do you have GPA? Do you use GPA?
But GPA
Great
doesn't
point
give
analysis.
census numbers.
No.
GPA doesn't give census numbers.
I mean, you link over to the census.
And Derek used
collect. Okay, Ricky, are you looking at the same thing?
What are you looking at? Are you looking at like just the blue labels, or are you looking at all labels?
Hold on. Everybody.
Calm down. Students.
My reputation was besmirched, so I'm
besmirched.
You're very besmirchable.
This is what I saw. 12 9 39 60 2138 127.
No,
now does that have?
You're looking at the wrong thing. You must be.
Man, this is what. And then what's the other one that I had? Hold on. And then
I like this. Canadians win again. We're on top. What
the fix is in, Matt.
Oh,
you're on top because you're geographically higher.
So okay, can you look at like there's like all graded, and then there's like blue, and then there's gold, and then there's restored, and then there's green, right?
So the bottom right hand corner is where where the big number is.
Or
all grades 17,692 for Hulk. Where is this other number coming from?
Yeah, that's Hulk.
That's what he has for Hulk.
Right, I know, but he gave me a different number for Hulk too, is what I'm saying.
No, he gave you the same number for Hulk.
Okay, so he's the same thing for Hulk, so we're on the same page.
So it says 35,997 for ASM 300.
Yeah, this number's different than the main number. Okay. 35, you're right. Alan wins.
What number are you looking at now?
Right. So what I was looking at before, here, I'll show you. I'll show you how it's deceptive.
Okay, I'll
This is the number they show on the outside, right? And then when you go in,
wait, we can't see that. We can't see what you're showing.
Well, because you took me off the thing, didn't you?
No, you're big. I made you big.
Yeah, but that's my face. You need to see my screen.
How can I see your screen?
On the very bottom, there's an option for you to click on the screen.
He's using his phone, not his computer, so he can't do it.
Oh,
I can't do it, man. Sorry. Can you do that?
Well, then we can't verify your victory. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's so sad. I'm gonna cry.
I like you more and more, Ricky. I love it. It's working here. I love it.
Well, then subscribe, damn it. Or did you already?
Of course.
Of course.
Everyone go over to his channel and subscribe.
I
Actually,
did drop a link to Ricky's channel. I can
think-
do it again.
I
Everybody.
I think Ricky's channel is sadly unsubscribed. I mean, it really deserves
Look,
more.
I'll
subscriptions.
earn their love with dick jokes and breasts. I will earn their love.
Oh, and you're
So-
doing your C4. You should pimp that while you're at it.
We're doing weekly wrestling shows where what we do is I give 2 comic collecting YouTube channels 5 prompts of my choosing. They're all nonsense. And then the answer to that prompt has to be a comic book from your own collection, something that you own. So if I give you the prompt of too hot to handle, however you interpret too hot to handle is what you would represent. And then
Dust off your Phantom Lady 17, Alan.
right.
Oh,
Well, no,
yeah.
some of the questions get weird.
So I really liked Bigby's intro video. That
Bigby's
was
intro.
awesome.
was
Oh,
really
you did
cool.
great.
It was
I
really
really
cool.
impressed with that.
Mr. Akins is wild. I'm editing it right now. Mr. Akins is insane. Like I honestly
He went a
thought,
little
like, your
crazy,
wife is-
didn't he?
I was like, your
His
wife is
intro
going to
was
call
crazy.
the cops on. No, his wife is going to call the cops on him. He's like screaming in his house. It's so good. So for example, some of the questions that I've asked before. Okay, what some of the prompts? School's out.
Yeah, school's
It's-
out. I wasn't
hip-
that impressed with their choices. I would have picked Fantastic Four 50. You know, where Johnny Storm goes to university.
There you go. There you
You
go.
know what I mean?
Yeah, the school's out. It's hip to be square. One from the episode coming up, my favorite one is nowadays everybody's trying to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips, just a bunch of gibberish. But fuck that, because they forgot about insert comic book here.
Wow.
Turok.
No, my
But-
intro's
but
not
hip
out
to
yet,
be
Ricky.
square,
I
I
just
would've
sent it
picked
to him on
SpongeBob.
Instagram. I can send it to you, buddy.
Hip to be square, I would have picked SpongeBob. That would be my hip to be square one.
Yeah.
Alan, what character
Biggie-
will you be when you're in the fight?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I want. I
I
want.
haven't
You
been
know.
chosen.
Real
to be in
real
the
talk, real talk. We're doing this right now. I
Okay.
have had the biggest boner for Alan versus Steppo.
I
And,
don't.
like,
I'm not a member.
Oh,
You're,
that would
it's,
be
it's
awesome.
it's just invite. It's just invite.
I'm not a member.
It's just
can-
invite. You've been invited. You're in.
We've been invited. Well, we can do it then, Steven.
So
I-
what you
I
I
do?
can help make you. I can help make you an intro, Steven.
Yeah, what you do
Wait,
is
wait, wait.
you-
Why are
you-
you helping him?
Because
can help
I'm
make
older
both of
than
you an
That's
intro.
why.
I need
Yeah.
lots of help.
Yeah, so you're gonna do whatever you want to do as your character, but here's the deal: I'm not involved in the selection for who wins. I forgot the best part. So at the moment I post the episode, you go to the All Sorts of Words community page, and all of the individual categories with your comics are right there, and the audience gets to vote. And it's open for 1 week, and then the next episode that comes out, when I have my 2 new wrestlers, I begin the episode by announcing who won last week. So it's not trying to impress me or trying to fight Alan. It's trying to guess what is the audience going to be most receptive to.
I will.
Yeah.
I will give it due consideration.
So, by the way, so
There you
when
go.
I voted on both of your first 2 rounds, right?
Right.
I noticed that the way I voted was based on who showed the book that I felt matched the theme better. Like, even though Colossus, for example, he was amazing. He did such a great job.
He was so good.
I actually voted. He didn't win with me because of the books, not because of him. You know what I mean? So, but when you do the voting, it shows you what other people voted, right?
Yes.
And I noticed that people voted the same way I did. I was like, oh, okay. I think people are voting based on the books.
Well,
Just-
okay, so I've noticed that now that I have a lot of analytics, I've noticed that more people are voting for variety. So Colossus's weakness was he came in with all X books. Everything was an X book.
Yeah.
And he got beat in a lot of categories. Right now, Sophie is struggling because all her books were like Spider-Man themed.
Well, she was trying. Actually, I thought that was smart because she was going MJ books.
But it ain't working.
I got why she did it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I don't really. I couldn't really dig the book.
Alan's
so-
got you beat, Big.
Yeah, I came back to concede to Alan's knowledge because I'm a man of honor.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Biggie. It's you know I just can't.
I don't know
help it.
that you're right. I just was told that the Hulk was more, so I just said that. I don't know. You probably are
No,
right.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So you're
Yeah.
It's
buying
okay.
a more.
Ricky's
You're
sorry.
buying
Ricky's sorry he told you that.
you're buying a better book because
okay.
you're going after Hulk 181 rather than ASM 300. So
Now
you're
I should
buying
probably
better
worry a
book.
little bit more. Now it's not the most slab book. I should be in a rush, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's rare. It's you
No,
only
your
have
timing is
17
really
copies.
good on the market. The way the market is now, your timing is really good, Big.
Yeah, it's a good time
Yeah.
to buy. It's a cheap book right now.
Yes, it's a good time to buy almost any
Yeah.
book right now.
So
Oh,
it's okay to promote me and Big B's match, right? Because I'm gonna promote the hell out of it.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah,
please.
for sure.
Please.
Nice.
For
All right,
sure.
we'll do some stuff, and
I'm looking forward to
we'll
it, buddy.
miss
It's gonna
you.
be fun.
So is it?
Yeah, I'm
It's Big
what?
B versus Biggie.
It's
Yeah,
It
me
is,
versus
it's
Biggie.
the battle
Oh,
of
I
the
didn't know
big.
who you were up
Big B
against.
versus
Yeah.
Biggie.
Battle of the
Oh
bigs.
wow, it's the big.
Yeah, we're gonna
Big.
find out
Okay.
who's way bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the
So
bigger?
I'm looking
Who's
forward
the
to it.
biggest
We don't
big?
have to.
Who's
We
the
don't have to
biggest
share
big?
intros. I'll wait for Ricky to put it out to see yours, and you can wait to see mine. But it's interesting. They saw yours before they saw mine, so that's fine.
Oh,
Well, I saw
I shared it to them. I'm
he
sorry,
shared it.
Biggie. It wasn't
shared
it
it.
Yeah,
wasn't
it
anything
wasn't.
to
Yeah, I'm a steel trap. Once they hit me, I don't share shit. I'll tell
No, it's
people that I
absolutely
like
cool.
something, but like Big B's, he's got loose lips and ships are sinking.
Okay. So
I just thought that it was. I thought it was public. I thought it was public
No,
for
no,
a
no.
second. That's the only thing.
Mm-mm.
so if you go
Bennett's
to
gonna be on
archives,
Ricky's
who are
channel, All
watching
Sorts of Words. He does one
all
every
sorts of
Monday.
words. Yeah. So and Big B is going to link to the channel in my chat so that people can go
I'll do
there
it
and
again.
subscribe to Ricky, subscribe to Biggie and Big B as well because they're going to be competing against each other. And it's gonna
Looking forward
Absolutely.
to it.
And
We're gonna
what's
have
the
a good
prize? The
time.
prize
It's all
is
good
like,
fun.
I have a feeling that Biggie's going to be a wrestler. I mean, just an idea, just a thought.
You ain't gonna have to wonder much to guess what my character is.
But yeah, it's
So I'm gonna head out again. Looking forward to it, and I concede to Alan's superior knowledge. I will see you guys
thank
later.
you. Thank you.
Okay, Big.
Bye.
Look at how
Okay,
fucking
bye.
pleased Alan is. Look at that shit-eating grin, guzzling, burgling turds right in front of me with that grin.
See, I just can't help it.
Okay, there's a link to Biggie Shack's channel. And
Yeah, it's really fun. Like the people who participate end up having. That's the best part. So like I play a goofy host where I throw in my one-liners because that's what I'm good at. But then I just let everybody just shine. Be whatever you want. Do whatever you want. And because we do it on StreamYard and we record it, if you flub a line, it's not live.
Yeah, you can chop it out. Yeah.
I edit the shit out of the videos, and everybody I don't know, everybody that's been doing it, there's been no repeat themes, and everybody's having so much fun. And I just I know that the comic people of YouTube, they see it and they're like, I want to be in. So I'm getting a lot of let me in. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so far it's been pretty impressive.
yeah, it's just I've been just blown
it.
away by other people who've been in it. It's been fun.
Yeah.
People have made shirts. Like Dave from Still Only 35 Cents. He's got his little mask on. He's the protector. Dude, it's wild. It's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many do you have lined up?
That's the problem, because if I go any more than 3 weeks, I'll want to jump off a bridge. Because what I'm doing is I'm literally balancing the schedule of YouTubers is what I signed up for. So it's
it's hard.
When can we meet? When can all three of us? When can we meet? When can we do this? And so it's definitely right now it's purely a labor of love, but it is a labor of love. Everybody's having so much fun, and just to see people's I don't know, every little boy in America and Canada, I'm sure, grew up wanting to be a wrestler at one point, even if it was only for a minute. And so I see these people, even MJ, Sophie, I see these people just come out of their shells and they're just I'm going to be that. They know their theme. They know they're so excited and they commit to it. I told people, if you want to be yourself and wrestle that way, that's perfectly fine. There's plenty of wrestlers who don't have a theme. Like Chris Benoit is just a name.
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to go with the theme.
But yeah, but like what I'm saying is I give everybody the chance. Pick how you want to represent yourself, and everybody goes crazy. Like nobody's like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like Joe Robinson. Like everybody goes nuts. It's wild.
Mm.
I almost shot my intro where I was just laying in my bed on my pillows going, yeah, I got invited to this thing. I guess I'm going to show some books.
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone to be like the drunk fan. Like, they show their books backwards and stop to puke. I don't know. Like,
I can be a put me in the ring.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like, yeah, good characters. But yeah,
It was
really
hard
fun.
for me to come up with an idea. I really struggled to come up with something kind of exciting. So
no, yours
you did it.
yours is really good.
You did a really good intro, actually. I think it's so far of the intros, even though I thought Colossus did an amazing one, I thought yours was even better. So that says a lot.
that's high praise. I liked Colossus a lot.
His was pretty
Your
impressive.
production value is very good, Brian.
Yeah.
The production.
So that's what I'm doing now. Like,
is very good.
I've heard of Maple Leaf Wrestling, but I never watched it. But
so Ricky, I don't know if you saw last week, we did a thing where I had a short box of Golden Age and Silver Age books, and Alan and Steppo took turns claiming books back and forth. There is some stuff you might be interested in here, Ricky, like adventure comics and some Superboy and
I want to see those Lois Lanes you have.
I did not bring the Lois Lanes. I've got like 3 short boxes of Lois Lane.
Show them.
Do you want me to bring the Lois Lanes tomorrow?
I just need sub 30 issues.
Just hold up the goddamn books. Let me see them. Let me see this.
All right, you want to make me big, Alan?
Yeah, I'll make you big.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to have to censor. I got a couple underground books. Clean, wholesome tales of sex and death.
Interesting.
Ooh.
That's kind of in my
number one. It's an underground 50 center, fairly valuable underground book.
That's cool.
Alan or Steppo, are you interested, or Ricky even?
Yeah, I like any of those kind of things. I collect.
Okay,
I have self-respect and I love my family.
So we got also
that's clean, not an answer.
Sex and Death number 2, which I think you said this is an homage, didn't you?
You know, I tried to buy that book so many times, and
hey, you found it.
So there was a guy that had it on eBay, and I kept on he had it for a really crazy price, and I was like, but it had best offer, and I kept on offering him a reasonable price for it, and then he just would never respond.
And what was your reasonable price?
It wasn't much. It's like $20 or something like that.
I was like, how much?
I was like offering him like $20.
Oh, that seems fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, so those going in the Allen pile. We have Modeling with Millie number 54.
Oh, that's really
with
nice.
the Beatles
last issue.
kind of thing going on. The band called The Gears.
I would be definitely interested in that too.
I actually have 2 of those.
Oh wow. Okay, so cool. That's in my pile then.
Alan's 3 for 3 so far. So here's an example of those Lois Lanes that I think you saw this one last time, Steppo. This is a real high grade, like minty high grade copy of Lois Lane number 58.
So
sure, I like it.
That you can give to. I already have it. So.
All right, Steven's pile it is. All right. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 165. Silver Age bikini cover. We're the only ones on the beach, and it's so crowded because they got so much junk laying around them.
I think I might already have that. I'm not sure. I have pretty much all the bikini covers for Archie comics.
Yeah, you want me to put it in a maybe pile in case you want to check on it?
You can put it if Steven doesn't want it.
No, I'm good. No, thank you.
Okay. It does have a date, delivery date on it, so that's interesting. The Adventures of Bob Hope, number 107, featuring Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and female vampire of some sort.
Sure. I'd be interested in that. Yeah. I collect those lame weird
All
books.
right, we got a old photo cover Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan,
Lex
number
Park.
15.
Is that looks like a 4-color actually?
It's Dell.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a Dell
Dell book.
4-color.
Yeah, it's yeah. I love the photo. I mean, you got the.
I'm not
But-
sure. Is that might be the first 4-color with the it looks really familiar, the
It
cover.
says on the back here, it says it's number 15. I don't think it would be might be a 4-color, but
No, it's probably okay. So probably it's Dell 4-color, like some
Okay.
random weird number, and then it's the 15th Tarzan. Or
Tarzan.
something.
Okay. Is that one
But
you're
I don't.
interested in, Alan?
No.
At the right price?
No. If it
Um,
was if it was the first issue of Tarzan, yeah, then I'd be interested. I'm more in the key side of it. I don't really go after Tarzan too much.
Okay, so this is a pass then on both of you?
Pass.
All right, we have our first pass. And they said last time, if you guys are watching and you see something, viewers, if you see something that you like, reach out to me on Instagram and we can see if we can work. Well, we have 2 copies of this one.
Oh, that
You
makes
could
it
each have one
convenient.
if you want.
And which
Yeah.
issue is this?
This is number 25, it says.
Oh, interesting.
I just do not collect Tarzan.
Me either.
Alright.
I actually liked Tarzan as a kid, though.
Yeah.
You know.
All righty. Well, we got a theme going on. There's a chunk of Tarzan. This is, I think, is the last Tarzan. I love this one with the spear. Number 49, it says.
Yeah, not super interested. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. I'm offended that you don't want Tarzan. No. Archie's joke book number 19. Early code.
I will pass.
Maybe you can put it in my
Okay.
maybe pile.
Okay. It's in the pile for consideration by Alan. All right. Walt Disney's The Great Locomotive Chase.
Fess Parker, pass.
Yeah, not something. I know somebody that would
I think
maybe
Jeffrey
like that.
Hunter. That might be Joe Black.
Joe would like that.
Black Box Silver and Bronze.
He would like that. He likes
Because
and
he's all
some-
railroad stuff.
Yeah.
Did you snarf something up for Joe last time, Steppo?
Yeah, I recommended one of the books for him. There was like some promotional comic that he had.
Yeah. Do you want me to set this aside for Joe for you, Steppo, or no? Because you
Yeah,
were trying
put
to
it
trade
aside-
for something.
Put it aside for Joe for me.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
you
makes
were trying to
sense.
trade for something from Joe last time, I think.
No, I'll probably just send him to him. But if it could give me a leg up on Wolfgal 1, I'll do it.
Yeah,
There you go. All right.
It won't. But it won't. It won't help. I know.
he needs like
All
something.
right,
He wants something big for that wolf gal, I think.
Well,
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, painted cover with cool
Not
seahorse action
interested.
going on there.
I will
Yeah, not-
pass.
Pass too.
Passing.
Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Hello.
We got Wagon Train.
Still passing.
Still passing. Yeah, I don't really go for those too much.
It's okay. They're just books that come in collections. This one is all torn up. Neither one of you are going to want this. But it's 1955. Tweety and Sylvester.
That's really
The
cute.
side of it's got tears in it. So
I would
I
actually
don't
be
know,
interested.
maybe Alan might want it, but you're okay with
you
low
can,
grade.
you
But
can you can put it in my you can put that in my pile. I like
Okay.
Tweety and Sylvester.
The Twilight Zone,
Oh, okay.
Pass.
Gold Key.
I would be interested in that too.
Alan interested. Okay.
I just have to figure out how to do all this.
Steve Donovan, Western Marshall.
Totally not interested.
No, thank you.
Passing. Yes.
Yep.
I'm getting to know your guys' taste. I'm like, I don't even need to show this, but okay. Frosty the Snowman from 1955.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not his first appearance, but it's cool.
Okay, we've got Gene Autry with a stamp over his face.
Oh, jeez.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Figure you guys are passing on that. You guys aren't Western guys.
I don't really collect Westerns.
We have I believe this is number 1.
Yes, we're
Ghost
trading
Stories
books.
number 1
Oh, that's cool. I'd
by
go for
Dell.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd be interested. Yeah.
We've got a ginormous Comics Code Authority GI Combat number 29 from 1955.
Pass.
I don't really collect war.
Got the
as well.
jet coming in. It's kind of cool.
There are war collectors, but
You're not one of them.
I'm not one of them.
We all since you passed on that, you probably passing on this, but another GI Combat with the giant code from 1955.
Yeah, no.
I will pass.
Okay.
Pass. I think you have all the GI combats, don't you, Stephen?
Well, I have from about 80, 81 or 79 or whatever, all the way up to like whatever, I can't remember, like 300 or something.
Wow.
But that's Haunted Tank, and I collect the Haunted Tank. I don't collect
Nice.
the title. I collect the tank.
This is a cool book. Standard Comics, Jet Fighters number 5 from 1952.
Not me. No.
Passing, both of you?
Cool cover, but I will pass.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a good cover. I agree.
Conga.
Oh, that's Charlton.
Yep. Pass.
Pass. Yeah.
Pass.
It's a nice gorilla cover though.
Yes. Reef the Sea Forever is asking if we're trading. It's kind of Alan and Steppo are making claims on some books that I have that we've been talking about making deals on for a while. I think Ricky, are you still back there?
Oh yeah, I'm just incredibly bored with the selection of books.
I'm sorry, buddy. You are by no means required to sit through this stuff.
Oh, I'm sitting through it.
All right.
Like, what kind of books are you looking for, Ricky?
I mean, I like anything with crypto on the cover. I like adventure comics.
And not Indian Fighter.
No, thank you.
Legion of Superheroes.
Pass.
Indie books.
Yeah. Little Iodine, Volume 1, number 14.
No.
Pass.
I think I actually have that character's first appearance.
Little Lulu, Volume 1, number 48, 1952.
No, thank you.
Nope.
Okay. Andy Panda,
Pass.
number 32 from 1956.
All these Dells, I'm just not much of a, I'm not a live one so much.
Yeah, I'm not like some of them might go for, but not those ones.
Fox and Crow, number 10. Got a chunk missing out of the corner.
I never liked Fox and Crow.
No, thank you.
Okay. Fighting Leathernecks, number 1 from 1952. Pretty low grade copy, though.
Let me see that. I can't. Throw it in my pile. It's number 1. Semi-cool.
Yeah, it is number 1. Has a date stamp on it. That's kind of cool. The Fighting Man, Volume 1, number 6 from 1953.
No.
What's the grade on that?
It's got some chew on the corner. So there's that. Other than that, it looks pretty nice.
I will pass.
Okay. Not as exciting a box as it was last time. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. It's what the Nets captured.
So where did this is a collection you bought, or what is this?
No, this is the honey hole over a period of time, isn't it?
Yeah, some of it's honey hole over a period of time. Some of it's stuff that comes in collections. It's just a mishmash. We got Bugs Bunny Comics album.
No, thank you.
Sorry, pass.
It's okay. I'm not offended. Daniel Boone.
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, He said Ricky missed 303 from last week. That's why he mentioned Matter Eater Lad. We had the first appearance of Matter Eater Lad last week.
Yeah, that's cool. Was that in my pile or was that in Steve?
No, I already have it.
Oh,
That's
in your
one of the
pile,
birds with the
yeah.
kryptonite on their claws.
Cool. I like when I get
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
I would be interested in that.
Okay.
That's an early one too, because it has the gigantic contest on the top. That's Showcase 4 vintage, 56.
Yeah, number 31 it says. I'm not sure what issue, but it's
it'd be
an
in
early
that
one.
like 56 era.
Got the lady in the red dress there on the cover.
Yep.
And Jerry's getting his pants yanked away. Hey, we talk about clothes just falling off randomly.
Um.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
he's not in California.
No, thank you.
beautiful painted cover.
Sorry.
Pass.
Pass.
He's in an undisclosed location.
Witness protection program.
The Witless Protection Program.
Witness?
Witless protection program.
Ben Casey.
Oh wow, pass. But funny, but pass.
Ben Gazzara.
It's probably, those could be first appearances. They like Dell had lots of first appearances of random TV shows, right?
Yeah.
Big Town number 36.
Oh.
Pass.
Wait.
Put
Is
that
there any artist notation at the bottom? Like, can you see who the artist is?
No, I can throw it in your maybe pile if you want to look it up later.
Yeah. I'd be interested in that.
Could be Infantino.
We've got, I think this is number 1, but it's got a chunk missing here, but it or like a giant, or not a giant, but a large tape pull. But Charlie Chan by Dell.
Maybe if it's number 1.
I'm pretty sure it's number 1.
I actually have Charlie Chan's first appearance.
I'll put it in your maybe pile.
Yeah.
We got it. We got a Quality Comics early Black Hawk, or not early, I guess it's number 94, but it's Quality Comics before it went to DC.
I love Black Hawk.
1955.
Put that in Ricky's pile.
Oh no! I have so much Black Hawk in my house. I don't need another Black Hawk.
Is there an H in there or a C? I don't know.
I just say it with my heart. Comes out how it comes out.
So is this a pass on everybody then?
Yeah.
It's a nice high grade copy.
Yeah, pass.
Okay. Black Diamond Western.
Pass.
Oh. Actually, put that in my pile. There's some keys in there.
Okay.
I like key books, so sometimes.
Ben Bowie and his Mountain Men.
No, not interested.
No, thank you.
Steppo, you sound so like almost like really cute. Almost offended. Like, no, thank you.
I'm not offended. I appreciate you showing him and going to the trouble, though, Brian.
No problem. We got a nice higher grade copy of Adventure Comics 213 with Superboy.
Okay.
Wait.
What do you say, Ricky?
You may change your verdict. I have new evidence.
These early ones have Green Arrow and they have Aquaman, a lot of them.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
So is this
Are you there, Ricky?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are we just setting them aside and talking prices later?
Yeah, we're
like,
setting them aside to talk about later. It's not like you're like committing to anything.
Yeah, set it aside.
So,
it's a non-committal commitment.
The way it works, Ricky, is like any books that are in my pile, it's like 1/10 of guide. And we're using the Overstreet guide from 1980. And then books that are in Steven's pile, we're using the latest, highest eBay price.
Right.
Times 2. And then
this is my friend.
So I got another high grade copy of Adventure Comics number 218 from 1955.
My goodness. Jor-El is wearing his underwear.
That's really funny, actually.
I like the color combo though.
It's
got a nice color strike on it for sure.
You think that Pa Kent could afford a newer car than a 28 Ford, you know?
Yeah, set it aside.
Set that
Yeah,
aside for you as well.
that's
You
cool.
got it, Ricky. Here we got a Wonder Woman number 113.
I actually have a breathtaking copy of that. It's a great.
Is it a good like a really solid copy?
It has the staple. It has some issue around the staple right there. Yeah, but
I've
it's
seen
attached.
that book is never in grade, Alan, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I know you collect Wonder Woman, but I'll bet you a nickel that your copy isn't close to that one.
So mine's like a 4.0. So
Oh, this is better than a 4, but can I put it in your pile? Maybe.
or does Ricky want it?
No, I don't do Wonder Woman.
Okay, I'll have to check what my copy's like.
All right, I'll put it in for you to check later. I don't know why I put your stack in the most precarious spot.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is Superboy number 78, Origin of Mr. Mxyzptlk and Superboy's costume.
Ah, nice.
What's the grade?
I'd be interested in that.
It has some spine damage and a little chipping around the staple.
And also a Super Baby too.
Yep, also a tale of Super Baby in this issue. I would say conservatively maybe a 354.
Well, Alan already said he wants it, so he wins.
Did you say you wanted it, Alan?
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I like Mxyzptlk and stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Mxyzptlk's origin and origin of Superboy's costume.
Didn't they make it out of the blankets from the ship he came in?
That's what I always thought.
It's probably what they're talking about. So lots of clothing talk in tonight's chat. Jor-El found his pants. Lots of clothing. Jor-El did find his pants on that cover. All right, we got I love the cover on this one. It's a Detective Comics number 239, a 10 center, kind of a painted look to it.
I'll take it. Is it in nice shape?
It is semi-rough, Stephen. I would say it's probably like maybe 4.
This is definitely a secret sale.
I will pass because the one that I have, if it was an upgrade, Alan, that's one of the few gray tone. Matter of fact, is the only gray tone detective comic.
Oh, throw it in.
It looks like a painting on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gray tone. That's what they call them.
Yeah, throw it on my pile then.
It is absolutely the most unusual. It's one of my favorite detective covers.
All right.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, the weird Batman, whatever that other Batman is.
It's a robot.
A robot Batman. That's even better.
It's a robot cover.
Cool.
So Reef, the deal is if there's anything so these guys, because they're my friends and we do stuff on YouTube, they have first dibs on stuff. If there's anything that they pass on that you guys see, you're welcome to reach out to me on Instagram and let me know that you're interested in it. It's not a claim sale per se. It's just a, kind of a weird thing we're doing.
Kind of a weird
thing. All right, so we've got Adventure Comics number 275. I think this is when Superboy and they learn the secret identity of each other.
Yeah.
The origin of the Superman Batman team.
I think I have that one.
Okay.
So I will pass.
Alan, do you need this one, or is that one you don't need?
I don't have it on my list, but
no. On Merari right now, there's a guy selling Superman 76 for $450.
That book?
Well, no, Superman 76, the one where they first have their first adventure.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Throw it on my pile. Maybe I'm interested. Oh.
Adventure Comics 288. Now this is the key of some sort. I can't remember what. Some Bizarro.
Oh, it's Bizarro.
Bizarro Secret Identity.
I think it's there's other Bizarros that are first appeared in.
It's a big 10 center too.
Yeah.
I think I have that one already. Hi TM.
That's a pass then?
Pass.
Yeah. Pass.
Yeah, just throw in my pile. Maybe I don't have it. I have most of the Bizarro ones. I collect Bizarro. So
Okay. All right. It's in your pile.
I have to check.
This is the first 12-cent comic.
Of all?
Yep. Adventure Comics 291. It was in the guide as this is the first comic that was the first 12-center.
I'd definitely be interested in that.
Okay.
And
Good for you, Alan.
It's also a good girl cover too, so it's double win.
All right. Queen Cleopatra has come here from the past to woo Superboy.
So really, that's the first 12 center?
What it says, first 12-center.
Well, that's
First
cool.
12-cent issue. Oh, I know you guys are going to want this one just because the cover is so great. It's Lassie playing with a monkey. I mean,
Inside of those books, actually, though, is Matt Baker art. Some of them. I'm not sure
oh,
if that's
then it
one of
might
them.
be Matt might have a Matt Baker here. Who knows?
I don't
I'll
know,
pass.
but I'll pass too. I don't really
Okay,
collect
we're
Lassie
passing on
books.
Lassie. It's a doggy cover, Ricky.
You should check the like online, like on my comic shop or something like that. Ding bell. Because they'll say who did the art, internal art, and it could be Matt Baker.
Well, I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. So
No, but
we
my
could
point
check
is
it
like
later.
you can get a little bit more for it if it is a Matt Baker inside. Yeah, I mean,
Gotcha.
like
Basically, the stuff that you guys pass on that people don't reach out to me, I'm going to take it to the Golden Age Shiny Hole guy and probably flip it for some cash. So, because he is in need of books since he sold everything to
so. I mean, you're selling
Ryan.
him back his own books. That's
Yep,
kind of
for a
weird.
profit.
That's really weird.
Lone Ranger.
Pass.
What issue?
Yes.
I think it's number 1, Alan.
It's not number one.
It's a gold
It
key. I
has to
don't know
be
what
number
issue
1.
number.
It's not number one.
I don't know what issue. That
I mean,
Tonto
that's
rises from the
much
first
later
side
because
saddle.
it's gold key. So yeah, I'm not interested. Sorry.
Okay.
The early ones are Dell, right?
Well, speaking of, here's a Dell.
Okay, can
Lone
you do
Ranger.
me a favor? What issue number is it?
Let me find out.
Can you? I just want to see the back cover.
Matt says that Lassie was the rabies issue.
They had the rabies issue.
It was Lassie gets Ebola.
Yeah.
The Lone
Is there?
Ranger Volume 1, number 65 from 1953.
And can you show me the back cover? There's a reason. I know it
Spark
sounds weird.
up. You need stamina to pitch, says Robin Roberts.
Yeah. So
Eat your
yeah,
Wheaties.
I'm trying to find the ones where it has like some of the earlier ones have like a Native American like a
The
painted.
paintings on the back, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find those ones. Sorry to make you do all that work.
So, Derek says Alan found the loophole. Just say maybe to everything.
Yeah, I know. That's my method. There's method to my madness.
Okay, we got another. This one is a monster thick boy. Dell Lone Rangers Golden West giant comic.
Mm,
I will pass.
yeah,
All right,
I'm passing on that too. Sorry.
no problem. Oh, we got a lot of Tarzan. Here we go. Another Tarzan.
You can skip through the Tarzan.
I think you really
Nin-
can. You can save yourself.
1953.
You can save
I'll
pixel
Unless
just
there's a
flash them up on
Tarzan
the
number
screen.
one in there, like that'd be the only one I'd be interested in.
I'm just gonna flash them up on the cover or the.
Oh, okay. So this is how we know. So the Lone Ranger with the paintings on the back, the Lone Ranger is always in a red shirt. Thank you.
Here we go. I don't know who the cover artist is on this. Crime Must Pay the Penalty. Ace Comics number 27
Oh,
from 1952.
that I'd be interested in.
Okay.
Good for you, Alan.
Nice copy of that one.
Good for
Good
you,
for you.
Alan.
That's a
Alan needs
condescending,
more
but
comic books.
I only have like
Okay, we
one or
got
two comics in my collection, so
Dick Tracy number 61 with
I will pass.
Clayface.
yeah. His face is really messed up.
You know what the guy's deal is down here? He's just got a dripping face.
Yeah.
Red Rider magazine.
Oh, actually, this is kind of funny. He said the Ranger with a red shirt, and then Matt said the Star Trek issues. You know how the Star Trek, if you wear a red shirt in Star Trek, you always die.
Yeah,
Alan, we're a bunch of geeks on a Friday night watching comic books. We get the joke.
Rex Allen. Here we go. Western stuff.
Okay.
You guys probably aren't interested.
Pass.
Number 12.
Pass.
Pass. Dale Evans. This is Alex Toth artwork on the inside.
Alan, what was the name of Dale Evans's horse?
Sparky. I don't know.
I know.
Do you?
Buttermilk.
Is it
Right?
on the cover?
Correct.
Is it Buttermilk?
Yep.
I didn't. I've never watched Dale Evans, so I have no idea.
Only know this because Steven told me this a while ago. I listened though, Steven.
Okay, well, I will now know. Buttermilk.
So this is from 1950 and it has Alex Toth artwork on the inside. Pass, Alan?
I mean, I can't tell. Is the girl really cute, or is she just slightly?
What's
It's
Dale
Dale
Evans?
Evans.
She's like 11 years old.
She's Roy Rogers' girlfriend. Come on now.
Come on, sweetheart. You want to be in the pictures, don't you?
Try out this sofa.
Well, I don't know, mister.
Is that a maybe or a no?
That's a maybe no.
Maybe. It's going in. Okay, could go in the maybe boxes. Being goofy. All right. Was it a no?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look in.
All right.
That's a no.
Red Rider comics number 112 from 1952.
Pass.
God, Cowboys are so lame.
Westerns just don't have it yet.
Speaking of Roy Rogers.
Only Roy Rogers I want is 4-color number 74, which is his first appearance.
Oh, yes.
Here we go. We got a DC book. Mystery in Space number 29.
That's
from 1955.
Pass.
I'll pass though too. Sorry.
Is that Adam Strange? That must be Adam Strange, right?
Adam Strange starts at 53 or 52.
Issue 52? Okay.
And what is
well, they detected an Earthman in the lineup. ACG, Fighting Men in Action, Spy Hunters.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Those AC, I have a whole short box.
Alan cornered the market on ACG, and he was so happy, and he got dupes too.
I got a ton of
dupes. I think we had this one last time. Another copy of it, where he's putting the hot water in the inner tube. Pass.
Yeah.
All right. Other Walt Disney comics and stories.
I will pass.
1 sec.
The kids are actually cleaning.
Papa's going to join us here. 1 sec here. Hi, Papa Willie. We're looking through Brian's collection of comics that he's going to give to me.
I'm going to give, yes, absolutely, give them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a 15 center Donald Duck. You guys are probably going to pass on that.
So no one pulled the trigger on
that was a
book. I think that's another yeah. Trigger is the horse for Roy Rogers.
Right. We got an Andy Panda Walter Lantz from 1949.
What issue number is that?
I don't have it. 240. Must be 4-color, I'm assuming then.
Just show it a little higher. Like go up. I don't like the bottom. Is that a shark at the bottom there?
It's like a swordfish.
Yeah.
Swordfish is cutting the oar off of the. They think they're having a good old. He's cut the boat in half and he's cutting the oar off.
Throw that in my pile.
Okay.
You like shark covers, don't you?
Yeah, I like shark covers.
All right. From 1948, we've got Our Gang with Tom and Jerry, number 52.
I will pass.
I will pass as well.
Oh yeah.
Getting
Alright.
52. I'd have to think about that one, but yeah.
From 1948, yeah, number 52. Number 51 from 1948, Our Gang with Tom and Jerry.
Pass again.
Pass, yeah. Like Our Gang is where they made their first appearance.
Tom and Jerry, number 66 from 1950. They're painting all the bottle brushes green, turn them into Christmas trees.
That's cute, but no.
I don't have an issue number on this, but it's another Tom and Jerry. Smacking him in the butt with cash register.
Pass.
No.
Well, gee, considering you guys have passed on the other ones, I assumed it would be that way. 1954, number 111. Sleepwalking Tom.
You're even
I'm not even going to ask. Number 114 from 1954. We're just now at this point, we're just showing comics.
Yeah, you're just showing comics. So you have a whole bunch of Tom and Jerry's?
Oh, no, it's now I got Cookie number 15.
Oh, what? Maybe?
Cookie, please, not in front of Gregory Peck.
Oh, that's really weird.
They're in the movie theater.
So
And
some of the
he's
Cookie
trying to make
covers
out
are
with her.
actually quite nice because they're good girl art covers, but that's not
Yeah.
one of them.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's a pass.
Yeah.
We got a. That's a weird sticker. All right, we got a Blondie Pen Center.
Pass.
Didn't you show this before? No.
No, I showed you different Blondies last week.
Yeah, I'll pass as well.
That's okay.
If Blondie was, if Blondie was on the cover, then I'd be more interested.
Beetle Bailey.
Which be like, oh no, pass.
Okay.
I have all the keys for Beetle Bailey actually.
Got a nice copy of a Bugs Bunny in Indian Trouble.
There's your Native American, Alan.
Yeah, it's a nice bondage cover. So yeah, sure. Put it on my pile.
Put it on your pile. Bugs Bunny and the Great Circus Mystery.
Pass.
I put that on my pile actually. I'm getting his first appearance as Detective Bunny.
What the hell, Alan?
Bugs Bunny, the harebrained reporter.
You can put that on my pile too.
This is the first appearance of Bugs Bunny when he got a CPAP machine to help him breathe better at night.
Exactly.
Hey, it's Super Bowl weekend. Here we go. Bugs Bunny in football luck.
I think I already have that book.
Hey, isn't there something about the witch? I think you were talking about the witch in the background. That something about her on one of your shows.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
No. Okay, I thought I remember you talking something about. Perhaps I was wrong. Other bugs.
One sec here. My internet's kind of acting a little weird. Okay.
All right, now it's time to show all the good comics. Alan's internet's going crazy.
Okay. Show the good stuff. No, I said pass that one. Pass that.
That's that one. Now, this one I learned about from Alan's channel. This is what is this, Alan?
Oh, first appearance.
Of
Well,
Wile E. Coyote.
yeah, that was actually Steven that told me that.
Yep. So
I have 2 copies.
I'm assuming that neither one of you needs that since you already know that.
It's an important book. I mean, as far as first appearances of a character.
I mean,
Yeah,
that book actually
1949.
usually goes for big money. When people actually know what it is.
For some reason, we have 2 copies of this one from 1949. Merry Melody.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay.
I passed twice on that.
Passed twice on that one. Another Merry Melodies.
Pass.
Okay. And another Merry Melodies.
Pass.
Next.
That's a quiet pass.
Quiet pass.
And another Merry Melodies. Pass on that one.
That's kind of cute, but no.
Yeah,
Pass.
he's got they're holding up the mirror. He's got a mask to scare them, and they put a mirror up and scared himself.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cute.
Other Merry Melodies.
Pass.
You've
I'm just
cornered the
gonna start.
market, Grant.
At this point, we're
I
just
know
kind
you
of
have a pretty
going.
good collection there going.
Well, so a lot of times when I was trading with this guy, he'd be like, "Well, to even it out, just pick 10 books out of the drawer, out of the dresser over there," and I would just pick the
So
highest grade, whatever.
Yeah,
So
usually those books go for like $5 to $10 each.
yeah,
Just so you know, just
I
to
know.
give you some numbers. Pass. Sorry. Pass. So is there a lot of Merry Melodies coming up?
Turtle Race.
I have to check which issues I need. There are a few issues that I'm looking for in the Merry Melodies, but I don't know which issue numbers they are. That's a cool Thanksgiving one.
It is.
Throw it on
You
my
want that
pile.
one? Put it on your pile for Thanksgiving.
I don't have many turkey covers in my collection, so
A challenge coming soon.
Exactly. So I want to have
Popeye the
I want
Sailor.
to have more in my collection.
This is a big thick boy. Popeye the Sailor.
Show it out.
There's something about that one, Alan.
Yeah, I actually do think that's a cool book. So throw that on my pile.
Ghost
I believe
stories.
there is something about that one that
I'm pretty sure there is actually.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. That's why.
Here we go. We got some pre-code horror dripping over into Porky Pig, the Count of Monte Cristo. He's walling somebody up inside the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
The Cask of Amontillado.
Wow. That's funny.
Wall you up in the. Just allude to the fact. We got an old 10 center. This one, I have the note denoting for sure that this is the Karl Barks from 1951, number 133.
I mean, pass. Yeah, I'll actually pass on that too.
Okay. And last book in the box. That's another Disney. Karl Barks, 1952, number 139. He's the teacher. They brought him an apple, and a can of applesauce.
Right up your street, Ricky.
Why?
Yeah,
because you're a teacher.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for enduring. That was not the exciting box that it was last week. So thanks for enduring.
Okay, so is that all?
That's it.
Wow, Alan? What a dick.
I know. I'm such a jerk. Okay. So yeah.
Like, wow, is that it?
I thought you said you had. I thought you had said that you had 2 boxes the last time that were still waiting.
There were. We went through one.
On my.
So that was. Is
Monday.
Is that our extent?
For tonight, I haven't. I can run downstairs and grab more if you want, but I don't know how much more you guys can endure.
Oh, I mean, I'm looking at funny books. I can endure an amazing amount.
Big B, let's talk turkey. What are you valuing your Dreamwalker Zero at?
Yeah. Well,
it's time to show your hand.
Put me on the spot, huh? I don't know. You've offered a couple books I'm interested in. I'm still trying to. You were going to send me a picture of the back of that 181.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a look at that. What do you say? You said you thought it maybe around 400.
For what?
For the Dreamwalker.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what I mean. That I would consider that fair.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we're.
I mean,
is
it's
it
like
really that expensive?
It's like the cheapest copy you can get right now on all of the internet is a 6.5 for 300.
Wow. Okay.
It has moved up.
This one was 5 1/4. That I negotiated.
Yeah. When did you buy it though?
Just recently.
Like in the last 2 weeks.
That's 5. Oh, ball sacks.
The problem is with a book like it probably has like one of those things where it's got a lot of price compression.
What, down low or high up?
Even like from a 6 till a 9, probably all similar price, and then it goes crazy after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the low. There's only so many lower grades, and then most of the grades up for grabs are high, or higher than a 9.4 even. You can get like 9.6s, and most of the books for sale on eBay right now are 9.6s, 9.8s.
But they're like $800, right?
But I didn't want to choke
over 1,000.
I didn't want to choke that much for it. This one was mispriced, and then I beat him up on it as well. I don't even know why. It was a stupid FOMO thing. I blame Alan.
I should find I should get my copy out. I feel like
you mean your raw copy that's a 9.9?
Mine's it's a 10. I think it's a 10.0. Is there an 11? Is there an 11?
Has to be.
Has to be an 11.
It's goes all the way to 11.
It's no longer a 10.
Yeah. If you breathe on it, it becomes like a lower grade. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ricky, I had like some other stuff that I thought you were possibly interested in. Like I had that early Justice League issue that I think I sent you a picture of. The one where they're all strapped to the
if
spinning wheel.
I think that would be the
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. And then yeah, I'm just like I'm in the mood for indie. I'm feeling indie. Feeling so
To me, that's like that's a really great book, just because Goon is such a cool character. Personally, I have every Goon book, so I can't.
I bet you I have one that you don't have, Alan. I only have like 3 Goons or 2 Goons.
Which one do you have?
One, but I have one other one I bet you don't have.
Which one is the one I don't have? He's gonna pull out something random. We'll see.
Yeah, this is the first pregnancy test that Eric Powell's mother took when she found out she was going to have it.
Okay. Moment of truth.
These are both 1 of 1,000.
I know that
1 of 1,000.
I remember that you got those books. I might actually have those.
You can't. It's 1 of 1,000. You don't have it. I have it here, and it is so wonderful.
Technically, he's got 998 opportunities to get one.
I'm afraid you just don't have this one.
I'd have to check my collection.
Okay.
It's Goon 32, eh?
Goon number 32, Dark Horse 100 special edition, 1 of 1,000.
1 of 1,000. Okay.
Yeah. 32 pages of story plus Mike Mignola, Jeff Smith, Kevin Nolan, and more.
I'd have to check because I got a bunch of the rare ones, the rare covers, in a collection. Oh, Papa wants to show something.
Congratulations, Papa.
Is that the one?
That is a beautiful book.
Oh, nice.
That is a beautiful book.
You won such a that's really high grade for a giveaway. It's such a crazy book.
That is. I'm so glad you won that, man. I really am. That is a beautiful book.
That's an awesome book.
And Alan's all about that's the first Wolverine. He won't let everybody alone. He keeps busting everybody's balls about it.
That's the first Wolverine. Don't let anyone tell you different. That is the first Wolverine.
Agreed. There you go. I know you don't have this one because they only made 1,000 and it's a first appearance.
I actually was going to look for that because that's very cool.
Where's Steppo? It's Steppo I'm going to rub this in the face of. Where is he?
I'm right here. I'm still attending.
Still attending.
What a
That's a really cool book, though. I mean, that's
take it out.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yeah. Before I saw it on eBay.
Get rid of the tape. Throw the tape away. Don't save tape.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really cool.
He wants to protect your book.
That's a very pretty book. What's going on in the back cover?
So it's the same girl. This is
it's like a little girl.
Yeah, it's just a little girl, gothy. And then there's some like cool like bondage shit
Oh wow.
Oh
Good.
yeah, it's a goth culture book. There's poetry, like
Good night,
some
Matt.
short stories, and like just
Wow.
it's all goth shit. There's even like here like just like a woman that makes goth clothes and she'll sell them to you. The advertisements
Wow.
are weird. And then there are some comic-y type images from artists. And then this is the first appearance of Johnny.
Oh wow.
You know, and I don't even know who that character is.
He's like some indie character that is kind of like
And Noodle Boy.
one that people look for.
Yeah, he's
I am absolutely I'm oblivious to that that whole shtick.
yeah, in the 90s. I mean, talk to Bigby as a store owner. Like it was one of the most popular books of
It
the
was
90s.
a very popular series in the 90s.
The number one issue went to the 28th printing. Because they made a bucket load of them and they'd all sell out, and they made a bucket load of them and they all sold out.
What I always see is people like going through dollar bins and trying to find Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #1 in a first print, and it's like, oh wow, it's like, oh my goodness, like, yeah,
and it's his first. Even CGC recognizes that they say it's his first appearance in comics.
Mm.
And does he have an ongoing series or something?
No,
he had one. It was I think it was 7 or 8 issues. But like the trade,
oblique. I give you that. It's very oblique.
Yeah, it's so you've heard of it. Have you seen the Nickelodeon show Invader Zim?
Yes.
So that was the artist that got his start in those black and white. It was Yonan Vasquez.
Okay.
And so he got hired by Disney, and they were like, "I'm not Disney, Nickelodeon." They're like, "Give us something," and he made that.
I dig.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Weird stuff. See, indie. That's what I'm talking about. Slave labor graphics.
That is indie.
That's I would say that's underground. Slave labor. That is underground.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, 1,000 books only for their first set, like for their first magazine issue. That's pretty small.
Hey, Steffo, this is your pile, and I'm bringing it to you tomorrow.
Beautiful, thank you. If you've got on your high grade DC, what titles do you have besides Lois?
I've got Flash. I've got.
I have Flash covered.
Let's see, Flash. I've got a lot of Lois. I've got a lot of Superboy, Adventure Comic.
See what?
Adventure
Superboy.
Comics.
I'm covered. Well, I like the Lois. I mean,
you've already got Wonder Woman. I've got a bunch of Wonder Woman too.
I've got me them Wonder Women.
Yeah.
Well, I like Lois. I think that she does some wacky stuff, and she always gets into predicaments. And she's kind of grown on me. I have about 8 to 10 or 15, I think, but they're very nice. And you're saying these are high grade?
Yeah, most of them are fairly high grade. So I'll bring that box or two boxes or whatever it is.
Because I will. I don't think they're particularly common, or if they are, they're usually beat up.
Usually, you find them, they're pretty beat. Is the thing. I was surprised these were really nice.
I have all these golden age, and I have from 70s up to 70s down to the 40s that I just showed on Mon Comics. I have a slew of books just sitting here that'll be fun to have to put them all away, various and assorted.
You gonna show them off again?
I don't know if you want to. I've already just showed them, but
go to Mon Comics if you want to see them again.
Yeah, I mean, I showed all of these on Mon's channel.
Gotcha. Well, did I show these slabs I got from Travis to you guys before? The Alex Ross San Diego Comic Con Batman.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you showed that last night.
Yeah.
Does Ricky want to show anything?
I mean, I'll because after this, I think I'm going to go to bed. But I'll show you what I'm reading, just because I have it at hand. Because I don't really go to bed; I just go to bed so I can read in bed, and then eventually pass out. I'm up to year 2 of Injustice: Gods Among Us. I've never read this series before, but I read
How
year
cold
1.
is it in Maine?
It's actually not so bad. It's really weird. I was talking to my wife about it, like a weird weather phenomenon, because it's warm enough that the snow that we have is melting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the sky is completely clear, so there are no clouds, yet it's raining because the wind is picking up the melting snow and swirling it.
Wow.
So you go outside and you feel the rain, but there is no rain. It's a starry sky. It's very eerie.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
It must be
warm.
refreshing. It must be very refreshing.
It's warm here too. It's like really warm February. Like
Yeah, it's pretty nice out.
It was like 9 Celsius, which is, I don't know what that is. Like
what is that American?
I think that's 50 in American. I don't know what the exchange rate is between Celsius and Fahrenheit that well.
There's a Crossed volume. Wish You Were Here, Volume 3. That was the web comic series of Crossed that only got put in trades. 4 volumes. I'm up to 3.
Some nice uplifting light reading.
I know.
It looks
I
like
can't
a laugh a minute.
Yeah, I can't go to sleep without a boner, and so this helps.
That book is so disturbing.
Dude, I dig.
Yeah,
I had the whole.
Is pretty over the top.
I'm in the Tinian Batman run. This is post Tom King, so Tom King was supposed to be writing these, but he quit.
So do you like Tinian?
Okay, so here's the deal. Tinian's really good when he's telling his own story, and sometimes when he's telling superhero stories, he really shows up. Some of the descriptions, like when he wants to be in Neil Gaiman and like use the yellow boxes to like tell story, how the characters are feeling rather than just like setting the stage with the toys of the characters. He can do some really cool stuff, but his DC work, he's not an indication of quality. Like when I hear like Tom King in DC, I pay attention. But when Tinian's doing DC work, I don't. I don't know. It's like he's the Dennis Quaid of comic books. Like it's a mixed bag. You don't know if you're getting like a really good Dennis Quaid movie or it's going to be hog shit.
Okay.
And then the Busick Conan run. I'm up to issue 7. It's Born on the Battlefield. In case you didn't know.
Is that red cover Linsner?
I can't remember when. Linsner. I can't remember when he stopped, but there's an indication of the last Linsner cover.
Yeah, the red cover is Linsner.
Yeah, it looks like Linsner.
Yeah, but I did Conan. I did Conan like as in the Robert E. Howard character. I haven't even read the Marvel books, but I've read everything that Howard ever wrote, and then I even read a lot of like the Harry Turtledove, that like Western writer, wrote some Conan books, and Robert Jordan wrote some Conan books, and I love reading those. They're all so good.
Your Tom King Batman Indian thing made me think of Travis was so harsh when he did his Too Bad So Sad. Too Bad So Sad.
Well, that's so. Incidentally, that's what made Tom King quit DC Comics. He wanted to do a 100-issue run of Batman, and he got up to the 70s, and he had Bane take over Gotham City with all the villains, and he kicked out all the Bat family, and he said, "If any of you dickheads step foot in Gotham City, we're going to kill the Butler." And so Damian Wayne thinks he can be Damian Wayne. I love Damian, but that's part of his character. He's impetuous and he causes problems. He shows up, and next thing he knows, he wakes up tied to a chair, and there's Alfred in front of him, and he's like, "Look, kid, you did this," and he kills Alfred. There is a huge subplot in that story. Where's Batman? Where's Batman? He's tied up in the basement of Arkham Asylum, and Crane is just messing with his head. So there's a lot that isn't happening that is happening. And so when Batman breaks out and he beats everybody up, King's design was that oh shit, the Alfred death was a fake out. It wasn't real. They killed somebody else. They killed like a homeless guy or whatever. But his editor was adamant that like, no, the book sales are too good. People are really engaged with Batman. Alfred stays dead. And so King's like, no. I designed all of this so that he wouldn't be dead. And it's a fake out, you know, comic books, because no one ever dies. And they're like, no, we're going to keep him dead for real. And so he's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. And so he didn't get to 100. He quit at like 86, 85, something like that. He was out. And then they replaced him really quickly with Tinian. And so Tinian had to come up with like a whole new thing based on notes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would keep Alfred dead though. That doesn't make any sense.
People were in the King run of Batman sold like hotcakes. People talk about like they don't like it now, but like I can give the King run to anybody who hasn't read Batman in years and sell them on Batman. Like I haven't read Batman since I was a kid. Start with volume 1 of the King run where Batman is on top of a commercial airliner with wires on either side holding it, and he's controlling the plane as it's descending into Gotham, and he calls Alfred and he says, friend, would my parents be proud? Is this a good death? So like in that moment, Batman's like, is everything I did in my life worth it? Because I think I'm going to die. And Alfred's given him the sob story of like, hey man, like you did your best. Your parents would be so proud. I'm so proud. So it's like the first issue is like the death of Batman, but it's not. He gets saved by 2 new heroes, and it starts this like crazy wild arc, and it's so good and personal. It really humanizes Bruce Wayne again. That's where you get that double date story that happened.
He voted for Robin to die.
Trash.
I voted for Robin to die too.
Monsters, all of you. Of you monsters.
I actually have the secret display for that when they had the Robin, the special Robin stuff when they were restarting Robin that was supposed to go into Pegasus, and Pat got 2 of them. He says, "Would you like this?" I said, "Sure." And I just left it in the box. I've had it for God knows how long. I've never even opened it up. Did you like the Frank Miller Dark Knight stuff, Ricky?
Yes and no. Yes, because it's a nice, fun take on Batman. No, because that story and Alan Moore's Killing Joke, which Alan Moore regrets, were really responsible for making people think that Batman is a dark character, and he isn't. And
well, he was originally a dark character, like in the Golden Age, but
which is not the Batman that we know. I argue that all the time. Like, yeah, there's pre-crisis and post-crisis, and so like this, if you pick up an issue of Superman on the shelf today, that is Action Comics #1 is not the first appearance of that character. Those are 2 totally different characters. Golden Age Batman is an entirely different. The Robin behind you sitting on the shelf is an entirely different Robin than if you pick up an issue of Dick Grayson today. They're different characters. They even have. I think it's like JLA 70 something. It's the first appearance of the Golden Age Robin in the Silver Age. They're different characters, but like the zeitgeist makes people think that they're the original detective. That's Bruce Wayne. No, there's a very different Bruce Wayne. That Bruce Wayne from the original Batman issue. What is it? Tech something 27.
Tech 27. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tech 27 is the first appearance of the Bruce Wayne that marries Selena Kyle and has Huntress. Totally different Batman than if you go into a comic store today and buy an issue of, because that's Earth. That's all Earth 2. That's all Earth 2.
Gentlemen, I'm fading. I am going to.
I can imagine.
I'm gonna fold my tent. I've sure enjoyed seeing you and enjoyed the conversation. Brian, I will see you mañana.
Same. I'm out of
here.
guys
Later.
Thank you, Stephen, for coming.
Yeah.
Same. Love you guys.
See you, Ricky.
Okay, I'm gonna actually probably end the stream. Oh, wow. Everyone's leaving. Okay. Well, okay.
What?
We'll end the stream then. So thanks everyone for watching. We'll say goodbye since everyone's going anyway. So okay. Bye.